I'm live. Hello, Instagram. My name is Sam the Mini Yeti, and welcome to another episode of Sam the Mini Yeti Live. Looks like we got a comment here from David Bingle. He says, "Hey, hey, hey, hey." So yeah, I actually wasn't too sure if I was gonna do a live stream for today because this weekend I was actually out of town in Dallas, and it was there I actually got to see a couple of shows. And the first one I got to go see, which is on actually these shows were on a Saturday. The first one I got to see was A Christmas Story, the musical, based on the movie. And let me tell you, if you're actually a fan of if you are a fan of if you're a fan of A Christmas Story, like at all, if you love the movie, then you're gonna like this show. It actually tells the story of the movie pretty faithfully. It actually the cast is really talented, and the songs are really catchy, like ridiculously catchy. They are so fun, and of course it actually has some really good songs. If I have to tell you two of my favorites actually from the first act, it's Ralphie to the Rescue, and it was actually done as a fantasy sequence where Ralphie imagines himself as like a Western hero with his BB gun. And then in Act 2 is my favorite song from that one is Up on Santa's Lap, which is sung during the scene where Ralphie actually meets that department store Santa. And let me tell you, although it's a great song, it is a fun sequence like in the movie. The only downside of this being on stage is not getting that cool wide-angle lens shot where Santa actually pushes Ralphie on the slide with his foot, like just like a ho ho ho. We actually don't get that shot. I kind of wish we did, but it's still a fun show nevertheless. I love A Christmas Story, the musical, and it's such a fun show. It was a community theater production too. And one of the other show we got to see was actually a really big one, and it's kind of a big deal. We went to see 'Twas the Night Before, which is a show by Cirque du Soleil. But yeah, we actually went to see a Cirque du Soleil show, and it was pretty darn cool. Basically what it was a series of acts and tricks and stunts that were all kind of inspired by the poem 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. And, the thing is, there are some people that actually don't like this as much as they do with the other Cirque shows, but I actually managed to really like this one okay. I actually do like some of these acts. These tricks are very well done. And of course, one of my favorite acts happens to be the act with the people dressed like the reindeer, and they're all doing a hoop diving act, which I think is really cool. The only big problem I had with this show is that it was loud. It was loud. But anyway, I still think it was a fun show to check out anyway. At least. And now with that out of the way, let's get to those live requests. Just give me a second here. Give me a second. I'll be right with you guys. Hang on. So now let's see who should be first to come on. Here we go. All right, here we go. Yes. All right. And And you're on the air.
Hey,
Hey there,
hello.
Marty.
Hey, Sam the Mini Yeti, how are you?
Doing great, actually. How about you?
I'm good. I'm good. We've been kind of busy this weekend, but we're doing good.
I was actually busy myself, out of town to Dallas and Grand Prairie.
I heard.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. There was something I got to mention about when we went to see A Christmas Story, the musical.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we actually lost track of time before we went to go see the show. In fact, we were actually pretty late, at least relatively late. Here's the thing: by the time we entered the theater, the overture was just getting started,
Hmm.
and wow, it was. You couldn't have gotten closer timing.
Right?
Like, that's how crazy it was.
Right.
Oh, yes, yes. Alex was putting in the comments. She's waving and saying, Marty!
Hi. Hi.
Yeah, I, I actually do have kind of a story to mention about A Christmas Story. The thing was, we actually had a choice to either go see A Christmas Story or a stage adaptation of A Christmas Carol.
Ooh.
And the thing was, I actually chose A Christmas Story because last year, there was a theater group that did A Christmas Story in the town I live in, but I missed it. So I was a little ticked off that I actually missed that, because these are some really hardworking kids that got to do some great shows.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I bet.
But the cool thing about seeing A Christmas Story in this year over at that theater, this was actually a really nice looking theater. It used to be a movie theater, one of those single screen theaters, but they had to shut it down when multi-theater buildings were still a thing. So that had to be shut down for like years. But then in 2005, it was actually this theater, which is the Uptown Theater in Grand Prairie, that was actually turned into a small town community theater. It was a nice looking one too. There's actually artwork on the sides of it, and the seats are actually laid out pretty well. You can tell it was a movie theater, but it was still really good.
Nice. That's cool.
I gotta ask, are you actually a fan of A Christmas Story at all, as in the movie?
Oh yeah. I love the movie. It's a classic.
Well, you're gonna love if there's a production of this show happening somewhere, you got to go see it, because the songs are really well done. It is funny, and it managed to tell the story of the movie pretty faithfully.
Mm-hmm.
That's how good this show was. The only scene they actually couldn't have in the show was the scene where Ralphie was using the decoder and he gets like a crummy commercial. That scene was not in the show. That was because it's a good thing too, because I think if that was in the show, that would have just been that would have been filler.
Yeah, probably would have been filler.
Yeah, and when I was actually during intermission, I actually decided to see if I could get a program, and when I did, here's the thing: I was actually asking some of the officials where they keep the programs, but then they told me they might be out, but you could keep this one, and then they just gave me the program they had on the table.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, they were nice enough to give me that one.
That's cool.
And I just casually decided to check out the last page on the program just to kind of see what other shows they're going to be doing for the next season.
Uh-huh.
And they got a good season lined up. They're going to be doing the SpongeBob musical.
Nice.
They're going to be doing School of Rock, the
Nice.
musical. They're going to be doing The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Ooh, that's good.
Like the Disney movie.
Yeah.
And they're going to be doing White Christmas, which I actually saw that in my hometown this year. I just saw that.
Nice. Nice.
So it's a little kind of a big coincidence that I saw White Christmas, and the next year, this other one is going to be doing that same show, and I was like, oh, that's quite a coinky dink.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
yeah, but let me tell you, when I saw they were doing SpongeBob, I was like, oh yeah, that's going to be a good show.
Yeah, I think a local theater of ours did SpongeBob. I think earlier this year. So
Let's be real. If you're I'm pretty sure that because of how big SpongeBob is as a property, the SpongeBob musical is gonna be like one of the most produced the musicals in Community and Youth, all of those. That's what I think.
wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, it wouldn't. But I actually School of Rock, that is actually a show that was a movie that is prime to be turned into a musical.
Oh
And
yeah.
on top of that, the musical was actually done by Andrew Lloyd Webber, the same guy who also did The Phantom of the Opera and
The opera.
Cats.
Yep.
The and I did hear that this musical has actually gotten the approval of Jack Black himself.
Oh wow.
So hey, like of course Jack Black is gonna love it.
Yeah, of course.
And I got to be honest here, that character that Black played in the movie is must be a dream role for any Jack Black fan, including me. I would love to play Dewey and actually do that role that Black played in the movie. That would be awesome.
The
Hunchback of Notre Dame. I have to be honest with you here. That is actually a show that is an official Disney live show, but that has not been on Broadway yet.
Right. Yet.
And my buddy Jesse was actually talking about this show at one point during one of my live streams, and I'm not kidding. She actually said this to me. They went with the original ending from the Hunchback of Notre Dame story. Like they went with the original version.
Wow.
And I was like, wait. Disney let their protagonist die? What?
Wow.
Disney went with the dark ending for once. That's kind of big of Disney to do that. I'm just like, what?
About time.
Yeah.
About time to go a different route.
Disney usually gets like happy endings, but no, this is like no. We're going with the bad ending this time.
We're going straight to the point. Straight to the point.
Yeah, and that might be a show I could check out if I go like on another trip over to Dallas, but I don't know.
Maybe.
I still have this community theater in my hometown that I go see shows for. That's the one I rely on. But the reason why I went to see A Christmas Story over there was because I missed a local production here last year.
You're right.
Yeah. Okay, so I gotta ask, Marty. Since I saw a Cirque du Soleil show, have you ever been to actually one before? Have you ever seen Cirque du Soleil before?
Not of Cirque du Soleil, though I would love to. I love Cirque du Soleil. But I have not seen Cirque du Soleil in person yet. It'd be so cool though.
Yeah, that was but yeah, it was a Christmas show that they were doing. It was called "'Twas the Night Before," and believe it or not, I actually think it was really, really good. Yeah. The acrobats and the tricks were so elaborate. It had some good set design. Of course, it was inspired by the poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" given. And you know what? There are some people that don't really like this show as much as the other ones. Let's be real. I don't think there's like such thing as a bad Cirque du Soleil show, not by a long shot.
I don't know.
But "'Twas the Night Before" has actually been said to be kind of a lackluster. I was like, really?
Probably compared to other shows.
I like this one. I think easily one of my favorite. I think two of my favorite acts in this show were. There's one with reindeer doing a hoop diving act, which is pretty darn cool.
Yeah.
And there's also one where elves were singing were actually doing this act of trapeze. I guess they were doing up on the rooftop. Yeah,
Nice.
they call it rooftop for this one, not housetop. In a
Right.
way, but this is a really good show. I liked it.
Oh yeah. Sounds
But
really good.
but the real downside of seeing this Cirque du Soleil show, is that it was loud. Like, it kind of got to my ears. Ugh.
Take headphones might help.
But you know what? But the loudness aside, I still loved the 'Twas the Night Before. It was a great show, to say the least.
Great. That's wonderful.
I think the first time I've ever heard of Cirque du Soleil was actually, they used to have a show at Disney World at Disney Springs, but they don't have it there anymore. I kind of wish I would have seen that. Sucks. But either way, that was the first time I ever went to see Cirque du Soleil. That was a Christmas show. I hope to see some of their other ones. If there's one other Cirque du Soleil show I want to go see, it's they call it One, and that is a tribute to Michael Jackson.
Yes.
I'm just like, yeah, I would love to see a Michael Jackson tribute show. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that's probably the only Michael Jackson tribute show I'd go see, being honest.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know what it is with tribute bands. I mean, some of them are really good, and it's just, I don't know. But yeah, the Cirque du Soleil one sounds really cool. I'd definitely go see that one.
Heck yeah. If that ever comes in Maryland, like I hope it does, go check it out. You'll probably love the acts, but make sure to bring in earplugs if it gets loud.
Oh, of course, or noise canceling headphones, whichever one works.
Also the day after, like just before we had to leave back home for San Angelo. I actually checked out a more recent Christmas movie, and no, it's not Violent Night. I already said we were just talking about that, but the Christmas movie I checked out from Apple TV Plus was Spirited.
I've heard about that one. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it's a really good one. Basically,
I've heard good things about it.
It's basically kind of a twist on a Christmas Carol, and it stars Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds. Will Ferrell is the ghost of Christmas Present, and it's basically like a business for all three ghosts to find someone who's actually been kind of a jerk and try and change them to being good. And Ryan Reynolds.
I'm surprised all three of them wouldn't find Scrooge, honestly.
And Ryan Reynolds is basically being that one jerk that is actually kind of giving the other three ghosts a hard time. And Will Ferrell is the one who's trying to be like, hey, I'm trying to help you. But Reynolds is just not having any of it. If you ever check this movie out, I actually recommend giving it a watch. It is so funny. The songs are catchy, and it's actually got some. And of course, it's still. And actually, I got to say, who knew that Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds could make such a good duo?
Right.
Right. That's how good it was.
Right.
And there is one joke I got to mention that is so funny. Okay, I have to mention it, but this is the one that everyone should know. It is really funny. There's a scene where Ferrell is actually like at this big Christmas party, and then people are dressed up as certain Christmas characters, like the Heat Miser from The Year Without a Santa Claus. And guess who one of them was actually dressed up as? Just guess.
Gosh, there's a lot of them. Frosty?
No. But this one is associated with Will Ferrell. They actually able to sneak that in. So guess who?
My God. No way. They did not. They did not. I just figured it out. Oh my God.
Yes,
they did not.
They did.
That's amazing.
And no joke, Ferrell actually says that this costume of this character, I'm not going to say who,
right?
It actually says it looks stupid.
Stupid.
And I was like, what? I was like, wait, Will Ferrell said that?
Because he's not playing him. That's why.
Wow.
He's not playing him. That's why.
Yes.
That's why I said it was stupid.
I just find that so funny. Will Ferrell says that costume is stupid. I don't want to say which character it is.
Right.
But if you know Will Ferrell, you'll know who it is. I promise.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Great.
And it's actually got some other really good people too. I have to mention, but the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come is in this, of course, and it actually has a voice. And no joke, you would not guess who they got to voice him.
Who?
Okay, dig this. Just imagine this in your brain.
Uh-oh.
The Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come is voiced by Tracy Morgan.
Oh boy. Oh wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know. You could have gotten anybody to do the voice for The Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come, but out of all of them, you choose like Tracy Morgan.
Wow.
How could you not laugh at that?
Right.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
Woo. But yeah, and but you know what? Overall, I think Spirited actually makes for a really solid movie that's inspired by A Christmas Carol. It's like not a direct adaptation of the story, but it is a good movie that's inspired by it.
Mm-hmm.
It is really solid, and Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds make such a good get good.
Mm-hmm.
I think this might be another good Christmas classic to come from Will Ferrell. Like, it's that good. And I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I could say it's one of my favorite.
Right.
It's pretty darn close.
Right, yeah.
And here's something. I actually saw this movie with my aunt, and she's not usually a fan of musicals, but she actually really liked this one. She thought it was funny. I actually find it really funny. Okay, seriously, King of the Cardinals, what is up with these Easter Island heads you're putting in the chat wall?
So that's what they are.
Yeah. And I'm not getting it either. What is going on, dude?
I don't know.
I don't know, but okay. So Marty, so you say you have your big Christmas show coming in like a couple weeks?
Next week?
Yeah.
Next week. Very excited. Yeah.
King of the Cardinals says here, that's not me, that's the Moai.
Sure. And you're the one typing them. Sure. Yeah, nice try though.
Yeah.
Yes. Our big Christmas show is a week from Wednesday. That's December the 21st, and we're excited. We're still preparing stuff for that. We do kind of have a busy week this week. We're just working on a lot of stuff. We're working on a musical score for a special we're doing. Writing another Christmas special for us. Our Christmas show on Wednesday of next week. We're just very busy, and we're doing some event on this Saturday night. So
yes.
Yeah, we're keeping busy. We're keeping really busy. Probably one of our busiest Christmases yet, but it's going to be worth it.
Quite possibly.
It is going to be worth it.
I am looking forward to see who you're getting. You got some that are confirmed for sure.
Yes. We do have a few that are confirmed, including TCG Puppets, which is exciting because they've never been on our show before.
Yeah.
We got quite a few, and I think some that may be coming, but I'm not saying who. I'm gonna leave those as a surprise.
Oh, yeah. But I think I might know who you're talking about. I'm just like, please, let's hope they could show up.
If it's who I think you're referring to, then I have a feeling they might. If it is who I think it is you're referring to, I'm pretty sure it is. But
yeah, I am pretty sure.
Yeah.
I actually hope that the Christmas show actually ends up being as good as it will be.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
And of course, you guys do a really good job to do Bingo Live.
Thank you.
And Julius, he's really fun to talk to. I actually saw. Okay,
Oh.
who did that? Who did that?
What was
Willie, was
that?
Willie, was that you?
What was that?
Or David? Was that David?
What?
Okay. All right. Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Just
What happened?
Yeah, so I just got hit in the face with a bendy plushie. Like
I turned away for a second to try and find Julius. I was like, wow, right in the face. Oh man. But no. Wow.
Man.
But you are okay though.
I don't get it either, but I don't know who did that. It's either David or it's that weird plant thing that that David happens to be associated with. Either one of those.
Hmm.
And then a King of the Cardinals says here, I think it was the Moai.
Nah.
No.
Nah.
No. Nice try. Nice
what is
try.
What is it with this person in the Moai anyway? We'll talk that up later, I guess. I don't know. But what were you saying about Julius?
Julius actually makes for a good co-host for Bingo Live.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had him a year and a half.
Oh yeah.
And I will say we are working on a few new characters coming soon. One of which we may introduce on our Christmas show. We're not sure yet. I don't think so. We're probably gonna save it till after the new year. I don't know.
Please be parsley.
No, I don't.
Please be parsley.
I know so many people want parsley. We're gonna try and get parsley done before the new year. I don't think it'll be done in time for the Christmas show, but I think we're gonna try and get him done probably like no later than the end of January. I think.
I hope.
I hope. I know, right? I hope because we've been working on him for like 2 years. Yeesh.
Yeah.
But procrastination's a thing, so.
Okay. So I gotta ask Marty, what do you think is your favorite adaptation of A Christmas Carol? Since we're on this topic of Spirited.
Favorite adaptation of A Christmas Carol?
Yeah.
Muppet Christmas Carol, easily, no doubt.
You didn't even have to think. You just got to say Muppet Carol.
Nope. Didn't even have to think.
My favorite happens to be the one from 1984 with George C. Scott. And
I've heard good things about that one too. I've seen clips of it. I got to see the whole thing. I heard that was
George
really
C.
good.
Scott does a really good Scrooge. I gotta say.
I've heard good things about that.
There's one guy that said that his favorite is the one from 2009, directed by Robert Zemeckis. It had Jim Carrey as Scrooge.
I've heard of that one.
And I think that's a really good one too, even if it gets a little too scary, shall we say?
Mm.
And there's one I remember that was when I was in school. We actually watched the one from 1999, which had Patrick Stewart as Scrooge.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one.
But we can all agree, The Muppet Christmas Carol is one of the best. Like, it's that good.
Yeah, Mickey's Christmas Carol from 1983. That one's really good too.
Oh, that was the first one I ever saw. Like
we used to have that on like a slipcover VHS, but now we have it in I think a clamshell tape. I think we still have it. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick.
All right, I'll give you a bit.
Just a moment here. Just gotta go into our little VHS room here and pull this thing out here. Hold on. Matt, would you mind helping me? Yes, thank you. the lights on. Just a moment here. There we go. Now, which one is it? Where's it downstairs? We do have the Muppet Christmas Carol on VHS. So
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Found it. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I have it. I'm gonna take it downstairs. I'm probably gonna watch it a little later. Once we get the VCR hooked up again. We had to unplug it to put our new TV in. Our old TV wasn't working for some reason. But here we go. Camera on. Thank you. Yep.
Oh,
here.
There it is.
Yep. This is the clamshell cover. The film was released in '83, but the VHS came out in 1984. One of our oldest tapes we have. It's actually really cool.
The first time the first time I ever saw Mickey's Christmas Carol, it was actually in the House of Mouse video, Mickey's Magical Christmas.
Oh yeah, Snowden at the House of Mouse.
Yes,
I love that. I have not watched that in years.
And then later on, I actually got Mickey's Christmas Carol on Blu-ray and even on a digital copy.
Nice. We have ours on a VHS tape. Yeah, VHS tape.
That was actually the first animated work where Alan Young would be the voice of Scrooge McDuck.
Right. That's right. I think it was Mickey's first theatrical appearance in like 30 years, I think. Something like that.
And also I actually do like some of the casting choices they did for it. You had like Scrooge McDuck as Ebenezer Scrooge, which that's already perfect.
That's a given.
And then you also have Mickey as Bob Cratchit.
That was a really good choice.
And some of the other casting choices will either kind of make you want to laugh, or you'd be like, "Yeah, that works too."
Yeah.
If Goofy as the ghost of Jacob Marley, and you're just like, "What?"
Yeah.
But then you probably wouldn't have a funny scene where Marley actually slips on that first step.
That's right. Sorry, another
yeah, Jiminy Cricket as the Ghost of Christmas Past.
Yes, Jiminy Cricket.
Fun fact is that it was originally going to be Merlin from The Sword and the Stone.
Oh wow!
But I think Jiminy did a better job with this.
Yeah. I feel Jiminy was the better choice.
Then you got Willie the Giant as the Ghost of Christmas Present.
Right.
That works too well, honestly.
Yeah.
And you don't see it yet, but the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come is played by Pete.
That's right. Yeah.
And there is something funny about seeing the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come based on death with a cigar. I don't know why. I just find that funny.
In a Disney film, who would have thought? In
a Disney short, you don't see that many Disney characters smoking. It's not nowadays.
Especially for '83.
Yeah.
By then cigarette commercials weren't even on TV anymore.
Exactly. Actually, I got to mention, but one of my dad says that his favorite Christmas Carol adaptation, it's actually his favorite happens to be Scrooged with Bill Murray. I was like,
Scrooged.
Scrooged? Really?
Scrooged is really good.
I haven't seen the whole thing yet. I've only seen like bits and pieces of it. But if I get the chance, I may have to check out the whole thing.
Oh, please do. It's great.
I will have to. But yeah, and I'm actually a really big fan of Bill Murray. I think he's really funny.
Oh yeah.
I'll let you know if I ever see it. I'll have to let you know.
Oh, please do. Please do.
Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, Marty, it has been great talking with you, but I think we might have hit our required time for a full episode. But
okay.
Thanks for coming on to the show. and
Of
we'll
course.
talk to you later. Okay.
You need a screenshot first, of
Okay.
course.
Okay. Okay. Screenshot. All right. Here we go. Okay. There we go. But okay. 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 So thanks for coming on, Marty. Hopefully we'll talk
Always
to
a
you
pleasure, my
next
friend.
time. Hopefully Friday.
Yep. Nope.
And thanks for talking with me. Okay, dude.
Always a pleasure, man.
All right. See you later, Marty.
Bye-bye.
All right. Okay. So that was a cool live stream. I got to talk with Marty Monster, and I got to share some experiences checking out A Christmas Story and 'Twas the Night Before. But, it was a short show, but at least I managed to get some good conversations out of this. So until next time, this has been Sam the Mini Yeti. Thank y'all for viewing this live stream, and thanks to Marty Monster for coming on to it and being able to talk with me. So until next time, this has been Sam the Mini Yeti. So see you later, folks.